Today I'm trying something different. I've been meaning to do this for a while now, and I thought it would be quite a fun video to do because people always talk about how n8n it seems great or it's a great tool, but it's just hard and it's easier to just use Make. Make is so much more simple. But I've seen some amazing builds in n8n. So I wanted to go through it as a complete beginner. So from the perspective of somebody just stumbling through and figuring things out as they go. And I've also got Claude here because you can just tell it. You can tell Claude to make an automation for you or a workflow for you. And this, you can see my prompt is a basic prompt. And I didn't know what to expect, but it's given me this. So I want to, again, stumble through and see how easy it is to give n8n this thing that Claude has just put together and see if it's going to make a real working workflow for me. So Claude has been gracious enough to not only write the workflow, but it's explained to me how it works and what I need to do to get it up and running. So there is a bit more work I have to do. I have to go and get my Google Doc ID, figure out how to do that. And then it's told me how it works. It says the planning phase, research, that I did tell it I wanted it to research to make sure it creates these books that are factually fact checked. and then it goes through the writing phase. So I didn't instruct it this. It's decided that based on the 10 chapters and 20,000 words, that this would be a good idea. We'll do 2,000 words per chapter. And again, I just want to see if it works or how easy it is to get going. So I'm going to go ahead and see what their pricing is. I'm going to, of course, go for this starter package. It's £20 a month and 2,500 workflow executions with unlimited steps, whatever all of that means, and 5 active workflows. So again, if you are a beginner and you've been looking at getting into automation, and you've seen n8n, you've seen people building amazing things, but you've just been quite scared. I know it can be overwhelming. So I'm going to go ahead and go through it for you. So I'm going to stumble through it, assuming I know nothing, and we'll see how it goes. So let's get signed up. There's no Google login, so I'm going to go ahead and put my government details in. Okay, so my workplace is now online. We've got a quick start guide, which I may skim through, but that's not my personality. I like to just stumble.
Hey, I'm Max, the original Flowgrammer, and welcome to your n8n Quick Start. I'm going to teach. You came here wanting to build some fancy AI stuff. I hear you, it's very exciting, there's a lot of hype about it right now, but I strongly recommend you watch this video first, learn these foundations. There's lots of different types of triggers that you can leverage. For example, if you want to kick off the workflow based on an event in an Apple service that you use in your app stack, just one, and let's ask for the email. And since the email is text, we could keep this a text to form representation of...
Okay, I'm a kinesthetic learner. I learn by doing. Let's just go. I strongly encourage you to watch that video if you must learn the correct way, which is by watching somebody do it and going through it. That's the best way to do it. But I really just want to, I just want to crack on. So we're in the dashboard. I thought I was going to have to put my card details in and whatnot, but you get your 14-day trial. As soon as you've done the sign-up process, you don't have to put in your card details, which is awesome. Test a simple AI agent example, start from scratch. Let's go. So I'm wondering if I can just paste it from here. Let's see. Can I just, that would be cool. Oh my goodness. I was partially joking. I feel like I've seen somebody do it. I think I saw it. I think I did see it, but I was partially joking. I thought I was going to have to go and find somewhere to paste it, but I just pasted it in the workflow and that was it. It came up. So I can see these red sections here because they need to be configured. But book configuration, and obviously we've got to put in our AI API key here. Research with Perplexity is another API. Write chapter, I'm guessing the same thing. It needs the API. Format chapter, append to Google Docs. I've got to put in that doc ID that it said. Wait for all chapters, compile the complete book, create final doc, and then completion notification. So I need to put my email details in. That's amazing. And that was all done with Claude. So So far, so good, especially as a beginner. So far, so good, because it looks like we can prompt engineer our way into speeding up that learning curve, which is what I'm all about. So let's just click into this. This is probably where it's going to get a bit tricky, because now we need to go through and try and understand some of this, but I'm trusting that Claude, yeah, so 2000, and this is words per chapter, number of chapters, the total value. So that looks all straightforward. I'm not going to click execute step because it's not set up. How do I get out of this? Escape. Okay. Now generate book outline. Resource is chat. We've also got image, text, and custom API call. Again, I'm trusting that it's set this up properly. So complete one or more completions. So I'm just going to get my API key now, I think. Create new credential. Okay, and you've also got Ask Assistant for setup instructions, but it's just our API key. So let me go ahead and get that. Let's save it. Connection tested successfully. Awesome. All right, that's the first one down. Close that. Oh, message. Which one? Which one? Let's go with 4o mini. I don't know. All of these are okay. Text to speech, transcribe. Okay, there we go. Safe. And currently no items exist. Prompt. Let me, because again, we're stumbling through this. This is what you do. This is how you do. Let's ask Claude. What do I do here? You're looking at the OpenAI node configuration and n8n. Here's what you need to do for each. Okay, drop down, we've done that. Enter your OpenAI API key, done that. Select chat from the drop down. Yep, complete GPT-4 mini. No, those are old. Alternative, yeah. Prompt message. Since it shows currently no items, you need to add a message and then add the first message, role system. Okay, here we go. Copy paste, copy paste. Add message, user system, content that. Do we need to add any more messages? Click add message again for the second message, and then the role user. And then do we take it with this? Content, copy the user prompt from JSON, the long text line we've created. Okay, I think we take the whole thing. Okay, so this time we're doing role user, content, and does it just save? I can't remember if it just saves. Let me see. Yeah, okay, so you just click out or click escape and it will save. So first one down, it's no longer red. Let's check this one out. Don't have to amend it, but okay, so this is what Claude gave me. I'm going to leave that alone. And now research with Perplexity. So same thing, got to go and get the Perplexity API key, but we've got our messages already in there. So I don't think I have to change that. It's just the header auth. Now, what is this? Same thing, we're just going to copy and ask Claude. But where is it asking for my... Ah, I see. Okay, that's what it's supposed to be. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so does it want me to... Okay, no, that's right. Completions, that's right. Method is post. I mean, are you sure? Predefined credentials type. Header auth, create new credential. Is that the way? Because does it know that it also has... let me let it know. It also has in the drop down, should I just use this? Let's see. Yes. Okay. So it was going to have me do something else, but it already has Perplexity, so we don't need to do that. So again, just have to go and get my API key, put that in and move on to the next step. So I can't show you how to get the Perplexity AI API key because for some reason they don't cover their API keys. They don't blur them out or asterisk them out. But it's just like you would get anything else. So yeah, just get it. Save. We're moving through this. We are moving through this. So far is quite straightforward. Now that's the second one that was red. This one, have a feeling is going to be the same thing. So I've got to go and get my API key again. It should just, I would have expected it to, okay, no, I don't have to do my API key again. Let's see, complete, I'm not sure. Gain, you don't know, just ask. This is all we're doing. We're just Clauding our way through this. You're now configuring Google Docs Node. Here's what to select for each field. So click the drop down, create new credential, choose Google Docs OAuth API. Huh? That's not what I saw. Create new credential. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, so I was thinking that it wanted me to put my OpenAI information in again, but that's if I was using OpenAI again. But it says right chapter. Why am I don't think I'm at the, no, this is the Google Docs thing. So this is wrong. Let me tell it, that was close. Let me tell it, I'm actually here. That was close because one wrong move and it's not going to work. You're going to have to go back. So, okay, so another OpenAI node, select the same credentials, select chat, message, that, and then the prompt. I don't know if it's the same thing. So chat, message, for mini. Let's see, chat, message. Huh? Operation message. But message was already selected. Okay, the value message is not supported. Oh, I got to paste this expression. Okay, so instead of manually adding messages, you likely see a messages field where you can enter the content directly. So complete or custom API call. The drop down shows, I want to minimize any mistakes down the line. Because the worst thing is running an automation and then everything's going smooth and then you get that bug in the middle, just like on the 4th node or something. So, you have the older OpenAI node interface. You need to select complete, select my model, whoa. And then the prompt, click the expression icon for a single prompt. Okay, complete. Not you. Fixed expression. Confused now. I'm confused because you told me. But why would I do fixed expression if this is in the same thing? No, I'm gonna tell it. Okay, prompt. That's cool. No, it's not cool. It's not cool. I'm confused. Okay, model is GPT-4o mini. Let me tell it I'm confused. Because it's telling me click the expression, okay, and enter a single prompt. It's straightforward enough. Expression. Let me ask it. No, I don't think that's right. It says roll. Let me just copy and paste this. What did I click? I clicked add message. And this came up. Okay, system. And then this. Okay, cool. Same thing as before, really. So is that right? This doesn't, yeah, I think that's right. System, add another message. Add message. User, click expression. User, expression. Okay. Sure. Doesn't look like anything's red, so that might be okay. We're just going to move on. We'll cross any other bridges when we get there. Next one, don't have to do anything to it. We've seen this already. Now for the Google setup. So credential to connect with, new credential. So we've got OAuth or service account. I know I'm just going to do the service account. I've done it a bunch of times. I'll probably be able to reuse something, but this is recommended. It also tells us how to do this. Set up OAuth. Okay, I'm just gonna, I think it's best to do it because once you've done it, you've got it in your Google Cloud account and you don't have to go through it again and again. So I'm just gonna do this. It's gonna show quite a bit of my details. So I'm gonna have to let me just go through it and then I'll cut anything out. So OAuth redirect URL, client ID, secret ID. Should I just reuse something I've got? No, don't do that. Bad practice. Google Cloud Console, new project, create, name it, create it. The same thing you're doing when you're setting it up to be able to log in via, when you're setting up a site and you want people to be able to sign up or sign in using Google. And I've done a video on how to do that. So if you want to go and see that full process where I've blurred everything out, gone through it thoroughly, then go and check that out. I'm going to skim through this as best as I can. So I'm in Google Cloud. I'm creating a new project. I'm going to call it n8n and create. Oh, it's got to be bigger. n8n. Can I use underscores? Nope. n8n books. So now I need to add the APIs that I'm going to be using. You don't want to go and add all of the Google services. So it's telling you if you were using the Gmail node, maybe if you know you're going to use these things in future, if you're doing a bunch of things with Google, then you can enable more than one. But per project, you should be very specific. Choose the ones that you need, just in case anything goes wrong, security-wise, something gets leaked and somebody has access to your API keys and, everything goes wrong. So these are the ones we need. So we're going to find and enable these APIs. And it says that in addition to the Vertex AI API, you also need to enable Google Resource Manager API. So I'm going to go and find all of these in the library section, add those, and continue with the setup. So Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, and Vertex. Okay, finishing up with the project configuration, then we're going to create these credentials. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I'll just have to keep blurring. So I would just say go through this step by step, do everything it tells you to, and you'll be fine. So I've just added the domain. I'm using n8n, so I'm going to use n8n.cloud. If you're self-hosting, then you add your domain or your instance of n8n on your own server, save, and then again, you're cracking on till you get these credentials. And you're going to copy and paste the credentials. That's what you're going to see in the next screen. So client ID, client secret. Next thing we need to do is just copy this redirect URL, and then it's going to give us the client ID and the client secret. Now you need to make sure that when you're setting up your client and you're going through the whole Google OAuth thing, that you set the email address that you're logging in with. So the account that you set up on Google is the same account that you want to log in, or you can just go in and add yourself as a test account. So you can add as many test users as you want because the app's not been verified yet. So yeah, something you have to do. Otherwise, you're going to get a pop-up message that says that it's not been authorized, so you can't log in. And that's all connected. All right, so operation append or update for Google Doc. If this is append, select update or append. The exact wording may vary. Yeah, I think. Oh, okay, that's append or update. I think I've got to select one. So it's going to be update. Okay. And doc ID or URL. So I think I want it to make a new document per book, but let me see, because this is an automation. It's supposed to be able to do multiple. So let's see what it says. Just copy all of this. Oh, it doesn't copy all the fields. Doc ID, you need to get the doc ID. 2 options. Create a new doc ID first. Copy the ID from URL, paste. Use expressions for dynamic naming. I think that's what we want. So option 2. So click the expressions icon again. We're going to copy this. There we go. Wait a minute. Doc ID or URL. That's the name. Okay. That's what it says. Okay. Add action, document, insert or append. Actions, click add action. Oh, okay. Oh, but there's one. What's this? There's one here. That's not an option. That's not an option. Can I delete that one? Because it's just... Okay. Actions. We want to copy this because Claude seems like it has a lot of old infos and things have changed. It's not copying everything. All right. So for the action section in Google Docs, here's what to select. So text or document, text, insert or append. Insert. Okay. Body at end of specific and then text. At end of document. Text, click the expression, copy paste, expression, is that the end of that? Reminder, you'll likely still get the Google verification error when you try and run this. Okay, see, didn't get any errors, but let's I can just escape. Okay, look, we're moving. We've got 2 more red ones and then we're going to test it. Create final Google Doc. What do we do? Claude, just tell me and let's go. You're now configuring a Google Drive node. Here's how to set it up. Credentials to connect with. This will likely have the same Google verification, but for setup, I don't want to create a new one. No way. Hold on. It's probably gonna, yeah, Google Docs account. Yes. Resource, document, operation, create. Resource file. Let's see if that's just wording. Yep. Document, operation, create. Drive name or ID leave blank or select my drive. Error. No, we don't want that. Error. Oh no, just the last thing we need. We're so close to the finish line. Drive ID, leave it blank. No, because it says error. Why is it not picking this stuff up? Copy. That confirms you're hitting Google API verification issues. This is expected since n8n. Okay, let's skip Google. No, I don't want to skip Google services though, because it was fine. I never had that issue. Should I put those in again? Let's do it again. Not go through it again. Let's just copy and paste those again. Okay, so I added it again. Didn't do anything. It's not fetching. It's just not fetching the folder details and stuff. Title, I think we're going to have to do that regular, expression thing. But hold on, let's see if we can find a way around it. Remove all, no, removes all Google. Replace Google Docs with email, send the book chapters. That could work. I don't want to do webhook. I could do Airtable, but that's just, it's too many more steps. We may do email. Set up your own Google app, create your own. No, then I did that. I did that. Use those credentials instead. I did that, didn't I? All right, we may have to do the email one. We're not going to let this stop us. Wait, let me just make sure this is that. Yeah, okay, expression. Just want to make sure. All right, we're close. So what it's telling me to do is create a new credential, but this looks like, it looks like it's telling me to do the same thing. Google Docs OAuth 2 API. But it's different. You'll need to input the credentials from your Google Cloud project, client ID from your, and copy. And the scope should include this. Okay. This looks like the previous Google step. What is different? Except for these two things. The key difference is now you're using your own Google Cloud project. Oh, instead of n8n's one. Okay. So before, that's what I use, and okay, and now I'm using that. Okay, so I have to do this again. Your custom app. So the key steps you already did. Google Cloud Project, Google Docs Drive API, created OAuth credentials, added yourself as a test user. Now, instead of selecting n8n's built-in Google Docs credential, you'll create a custom credential, enter your client ID. Okay, it's adamant that this is different to the one that I just done. So in your Google Docs Drive node, click on credentials to connect with, drop down. Let me see if it's the other one. No. Ah, I see. Service account. Okay. And that's what I was going to do initially. I mean, do I want to do this? If it made it... No. I don't want to do that. Okay. That part's connected. This part is not. If I can... Can I go from... Let me ask it. All right, so let's see if I can copy this, and it's gonna, yeah, copy to clipboard. So the first Google OAuth thing worked, and let me log in, but the last step isn't giving access. Can I just change that last step to send the book to my email? No, gdoc. I don't know how this is gonna work. Okay, let's change the last step to email you the book instead of creating another Google Doc. Looking at your workflow, I can see the issue and the solution. The issues I see: generate book outline node, the user message content isn't complete. So it's really good that you can just copy the entire node, and that's what it sees, the JSON. That's really, that's impressive. So generate book outline node, the user message isn't complete. This needs the actual prompt. This needs actual prompt. Okay, well, did you give me it? Did you give me the prompt? Let's see. Yeah. Okay, give me the actual prompt. Doesn't look like that one's complete either, so. I probably just copied. I didn't copy the whole clipboard. So, however, I noticed your workflow is missing the book configuration node that this prompt references. You'll need to either... but why? Why didn't you do this? This was your job, Claude. Okay. Oh, no, it does have book configuration. Did it say that I missed that? I think I didn't. Yeah, I didn't copy the whole thing. Sorry, this is getting messy. This wasn't the plan. I thought it was all going to go smooth. Let's just get this done. So we don't need to add this. It is there. And it wants me to replace that. Where is it gone? The user message content. Yeah, I see that. I see that. Okay. Let me give it the whole thing just to make sure it knows. There are still a few issues that need fixing. So, in the second message, it's missing the role field. It should be role user. The content is correct. Okay, second one. That is it. That's the role. Role change system to, oh, okay. No, that's it. It looks confused. These are correct. Role system, role user. I've got that. I definitely have that. This looks confused. Okay, I just want to configure the last one after compile complete book. Okay, now I'm hoping it just works. So if I delete this one, it goes straight to email notification. So select credentials, new credential, pause. Okay, so this last step was a bit of a headache. I think I've done it now. So I had to set up the SMTP account. The password it's not my typical Gmail password. So you have to go over to Google Security and generate a password just for the app. More straightforward than the this OAuth stuff. So I'm hoping everything is fine now. So how do I run this workflow? Let's ask Claude. Subject. Oh, okay. I didn't give a subject. Let's do that. Subject click expression. Let's do that. So we get the email. Now what? Oh, okay. I've actually got to put I actually got to put it in the email so it knows what to put in the email, which makes sense. And then the total words and then the content. Let's see. If this works. Okay, let's show everything. It's seeing something that's not there, so it definitely doesn't say equals, but never mind. So save the workflow, Control save. Think I already done that. Yep, it's all saved. And click execute workflow or test. Let's give it a go. Where's the execute? Where's the execute button? This workflow has no trigger nodes that require activation. I just want you to just start, you know, just go. Oh, I can just do it. Just press play. No, wait, I didn't even tell it what I wanted the book to be about. Hold on a minute. What's it writing? All right, I have to stop this. It's gonna waste my credits. How do I stop it? You need to stop. What are you doing? Is it gonna keep going? Oh no, I think that's one by one. That's one by one. So if I wanted to give it a list, so book title, subject, was that already there? I don't remember. What if I want to give it a list of books? I know it's just going to be a Google Sheet before it starts writing. Yeah, I know it's just going to tell me the first node should be a Google Sheet. Option 1, add reference books. No, don't need that. Let me give it my title. I didn't even think of something. Okay, so add a trigger, I think. Let's close these because I thought this was just connect. Okay, that's connected, but okay, let's see if it's going to run all the way through. So it's generating the outline. Can I click on this without it destroying something? Okay. Detailed. A problem. Making marketing. I mean, it generated the outline, but it's not happy. It's not happy with it. What do I give to Claude? So I'm just going to give the whole thing. Just going to give it the whole thing. OpenAI's response includes explanation text before the JSON, but the process outline node expects only valid JSON. Here's how to fix it. The AI return, certainly, I hate when it does that, but the code expects JSON. Okay. This improved code. Okay. Replace the JavaScript code in the process outline node with this improved version. Oh, I think it's just kind of like blended it all together, so that's why. This would be in a box. It's given it to me in a weird way, but it's fine. We're gonna work with it. Process outline, where are you? Here. So JavaScript. So we're gonna replace this JavaScript. Is that right? It looks. Let me see. Okay, done. We did that. Escape. Let's try that again. Execute. Generate book outline. It needs to process the outline, providing it returns just JSON. If it doesn't, we need to be a bit more strict with that prompt and just tell it to only return JSON. Yes, new problem. But you can see we're working through it. We're working through it. The workflow is flowing. Problem in node, research with perplexity. Bad request. Let's go into it. Something's just not set up right. Error. Okay, we got the error codes here, so we could have just copied. Yeah, we could just copy that. I'll give you that. You don't have to guess, Claude. I've got it. Okay. Model, make sure it's exactly... No, but the thing is, what are the current perplexity? Let's see. Let's just make sure Claude knows the current. These are the current perplexity models. Perfect. Looking at the current models, let's update your workflow to use the appropriate model. For book research, I recommend Sonar Pro. And change the model in your research with Perplexity node. Update the model parameter, model Sonar Pro, and then use the body format I mentioned with the updated formula. Okay, model Sonar Pro, and then wait a minute. Let's see. Ah, okay. So I don't think I have to change anything else. But instead of, can I just continue? Can I just continue from here? Oh, I didn't need to do that one again. I should have tried. Okay, let's. Bad request. Still not happy. What are you not happy about? What do you... Okay, it tells me. It tells me. Is this the same error? No, let's not skip perplexity. Alright, let's just try something else. Body input should be a valid list. I don't know if it knows that. Before we just cancel out perplexity, I wanna make sure. Okay, there we go. Clear all body parameters, delete all existing parameters in the perplexity node and start fresh. Don't like the idea of that, but if we just delete these, that's what it means, and start fresh. Okay. So, body content type, raw JSON, toggle off, specify body. Select raw or JSON. But there's both raw and JSON. I'm going to tell it. I've just got to tell it. Choose JSON. Specify body off. Specify body using fields below or using JSON. We just want to get this right. So we're trying not to leave anything to chance. Body JSON, specify body using JSON. Okay, now in the main body field, not body parameters, click the expression. Okay. Okay, is that it? Options, property, let's see. Don't use individual body parameters, use a single. Okay, we did that. All right, it should be happy with this. Let's see, can we just run this on its own? Nope, still not happy. But we're getting different errors, which is a good thing. Because we're changing, it's not a persistent. The issue is that you have JavaScript expressions like inside the JSON, but you're not in expression mode. I did click expression. I did, this is expression. We may have to take out the research with perplexity. We may just have to. We've got to crawl before we can walk. What does the assistant say? Okay, I'm going to copy this and that into Claude because I just can't be bothered to read it really. I should have given it to Grok. I do trust Grok more, but because Claude built the thing, let's see. AI system provided perfect solution. The issue is that you need to return a JavaScript object, not a string. So follow the AI assistant solution. Click expression icon, FX, in the body field. Clear everything in the field. Paste exactly this. No quotes. No equal sign. Why does it think I'm putting equals in things? I'm not. Okay. We'll do what it says. Clear everything on the box. Just make sure it's on expression. We run that on its own. I wasn't hopeful. You can view the raw request this node makes in your developer console. Oh, awesome. Let's see. Oh my god. Copy console. Let's get through this. Come on, we're so close. Looking at the console logs, I can see Perplexity node is working now, really. What's happening now? Logs and shots off. Workflow is now running. No, it's not. How? Where? When? That's not what I'm getting. We're going to get here, and then it's going to have the same issue, but it's telling me that it's fixed. I feel like... I mean, it's possible it's my API. Would it tell me? I'm not sure if it would tell me if it's just my API. Because that's always... that does happen to me with Perplexity, but it said I had $5, so... Should work. I don't have an active subscription anymore. So it could be that. If this doesn't work, then we will remove Perplexity. Yeah, we're going to remove it. Let's see if it's going to run like this, or if we're going to have issues here because we've just removed it. It should go from process outline to write chapters because this is configured fine. The outline is fine now. We should just start writing the chapters. So far, so good. So I think I don't want to talk too soon. I don't want to talk too soon because God knows what's going to happen. Okay. The resource you're requesting could not be found. Okay, I mean, that's fair. Because this is not... I deleted Perplexity. Google, create new document. Okay, cool. But I don't want to have to do that manually, though. Go. All right, look, let's crawl before we can walk. Once we've got it and it's actually created it, then we can... Well, I'm just not sure why this works, but then the other Google didn't work. But once we've created it, then we can go and fine tune and make it so it can just do a bunch of different things. But we just want it working from end to end. So, there's my book. Let's, what does it say to do? Copy the document ID. And we got that. Right. And append the Google Docs node. Replace the expression with the actual doc ID. Okay, fair enough. Okay, that worked. Waiting for all chapters. So what does this do if it's not? Oh, okay. So if it does update Google Docs, what was the issue with just pasting the whole book? I'm not understanding why it was causing issues. Is this still moving, or is it what did I do? Start it again. Okay. So I'm quite confused because it's written wait for all chapters. It says it's... No. No. This is not. It says it's completed. It says it's completed, but stops at wait for all chapters. So it wants me to skip Google Docs, delete the append to Google Doc node, connect format chapter directly to wait for all chapters. Okay. We've got nothing to lose at this point. Okay, so it's waiting for all chapters, but it's waiting indefinitely. So option 1, set a fixed number. Click on wait for all chapters, look for input count or expected inputs and set it to 10. Let's see. Okay, that makes sense. In the wait for all chapters node, it only shows this. Combine, merge by index. So we've got merge by fields, merge by position. Merge by position. Combine, merge by position. But I didn't see any option to wait for the 10 chapters. Oh, now it wants me to delete the wait node. The compile complete book node already has input all. Okay, so we don't have to wait. But this is it's simplifying it. But I don't know if it's. I don't know if that makes the most sense. Okay, it has 10 items, so it may be doing it properly. So we've got one item, the outline, process the outline. So those are the 10 items. Write the chapters. So it could possibly be. Yeah, so it's writing all the 10 chapters. So it doesn't necessarily need to wait for anything. Chapter 5. So it does. Okay, that's interesting. It is working. So we can remove wait, go straight to complete, and that's even more simplified. Let's just give it a go from scratch. Let's see. In theory, it should just work. It's a straightforward enough thing. The only issue is it's not generating those 2,000 words per chapter. And yeah, it would have been nice for it to format it, but let's see how it compiles them. So write chapter. When it's writing a chapter, well, it's only done 8 this time. When it's writing a chapter, why did it do 8? I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, it's writing them all in one go. So it's running 8 different processes. Let's see if I got the email. So I did get an email, but the email... Let's go back. That worked. I got the email, but the contents looked like this. Now, if we can get this to send me the whole book by email, which I think we can, then let's see. Click on the text field. Make sure you click expressions. I have been. Okay. If we get this working, which I think we will because it worked, then yeah, I've got this selected though. It's not that's no different. This is the same. I've clicked text, I've clicked expression. So title, I don't think that makes a difference. Let's see. I think it might do actually because of the speech marks. Yeah, so there we go. We've got the variable now showing up. Cool. And that means we just need to remove these, I think. Is that right? No, I think I think I got ahead of myself. I need to remove. I got ahead of myself. I thought I knew stuff. Let's go back over here. Let's copy this one. Instead of complex expression, okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Ha! Total words 700. I saw that. Total words 710. Okay, that's one chapter. Let's see. Let's run it again. It looks like it's doing the one chapter. Something's going on here. Okay, let's check the email. Wait, can we just check the output? What was that? It said rejected, empty array. 87 words. It's getting worse. So, it's sending one chapter, and it's not even a chapter. Right chapter node is broken. It's asking for information it should already have. And the root cause is that the right chapter node isn't receiving the chapter data properly. It's because of the speech. It's the JavaScript. It's the JavaScript. Change from to this. Let's see. Right chapter. I can see that now because now I can see the variables highlighted green. I know that wasn't happening in here. So prompt role selection deleted user. What? That's wrong. Yeah, that's wrong. That's crazy. Why is that there? That's crazy. User and that. But I feel like these should be. Let me see if I take this away. No. There's me thinking I know stuff again. No. Let's put that back. Okay, with the quotes. But when we removed it from the other one, it looked fine. Okay. 10 items now, 10 chapters. Let's see. Maybe that's why it was moving so quickly, because it wasn't writing all of the chapters. I'm not sure how long this is going to take now. No, it still seems like it went too fast. Let's go over to this. It says the word count is 2005. No, that's the target words. I can see multiple chapters. But then it gets, sure, I can provide. Then it gets a bit, Total 937 words. So it's done one chapter, but it's also not adhering to the 2000 word. Better, but still one chapter in the output, despite the node saying it has done more. Also only 900 plus words, not 2 per chapter. Check the generate book outline node output. Wrong. Check what the generate book outline node actually outputs. So it's not even taking any of my information. So the generate isn't properly using your book configuration. It's ignoring your book title. Fix the generate. I'm using the prompts you gave me. I think it's the way that this JavaScript is structured, because the other one was picking up. I'm going to give it that. If this doesn't show up with the variables, I'm going to give it the other one as an example. So generate book outline node, user, role user expression. It was on fixed, not sure why. Okay, that looks like now it's showing up green, so that looks good. I don't know why it was on fixed. Check that again. Yeah, okay. It might work now, but Yeah, I can see it's about publishing. So the outline for the book looks correct. 10 items, chapter numbers, breakdown of everything. Everything in the outline is correct, so that's good. So something's going wrong between here and writing the chapters. So click on the right chapter node, check the input data. Does it show the chapter information? Okay, let's get this. So just over an hour, and I'm not actually mad at this process. I think this is the best way. Personally, this is the best way to learn. This is how I learn. Perfect. I can see the data is flowing correctly. Right chapter node is receiving the issue since the data is correct, but you're still getting wrong content. Problem is definitely in the right chapter node. So this is troubleshooting and eliminating the issues and just doing it as we go. Versus learning an entire, like doing an entire n8n course and then having to apply it to the thing that you want to do. Overall, you'll know more, but if you want to get something done and built, something very specific, then it's not a bad idea to just work your way through that specific thing. You don't have to study the whole syllabus to get that information. So the issue since the data is correct, so make sure both probably configured. System, I don't think this is where the issue is. Let's see. I think this is it, because okay, it's on fixed. It was on expression. It was on fixed. Should it have been on expression? Yeah. Okay. Was that me? I don't know. I don't know if that was me. But it's not showing up with the green. The green stuff is where I feel confident. When it shows up with in n8n, usually when the variable is recognized, it goes green. But in this, nothing is going green. Let's see what it says. You're absolutely right. Or, yeah, see? Yeah. Try alternative syntax instead of this. Try this. If this is right, then I've learned something. It's not. It didn't go green. I've not learned anything. Let's give it a go anyway. Can we just do this one on its own? No, something's still wrong with this. Something's wrong with this. It's not going green. Yeah, see, the expressions aren't working. Use template syntax. Instead of the complex expression, try this. So should I do fixed or expression? I don't know. Okay, see, there we go. Now it's showing up as green. So it was Claude. It was Claude. Claude was the problem. You see? This is what I've learned. I have learned something. Had me thinking I hadn't learned anything. I've learned something. See? The green. The green is what we're after. Let's save that. And let's give it a spin from the top. This should do it. There's no reason, because we've troubleshot. It's generating the outline. It's receiving the outline to write the chapters. And it's actually sending the email. So if it receives the right output, then I will receive the full book in my email. And that's amazing. That's over an hour's work. So you've got to learn by doing these things. I'm really tired now though. So I just want to get this done successfully. Then I can sleep. and then clean it up tomorrow. Still getting the one chapter. The topic is correct. Table of contents is only showing one. It is writing the chapter. Still not the 2,000 words we're after, but we are getting somewhere. It's only telling it to write the one chapter anyway, so I think there needs to be it receives the 10 items, but there's nothing telling it to go back and write all of these chapters. So if Claude doesn't pick this up, excellent question. You've identified the core issue. The workflow is designed to process each item from the outline separately, but it's only writing one chapter because the data flow isn't working correctly. Process the outline, outputs 10 separate items, each for one. I think that makes sense, but how will we do that? Right chapter should process each of those 10 items individually. Each item triggers the right chapter node once, results 10 separate chapters. Problem, right chapter node is only processing one item of all of the 10. Check the connection, process outline, probably connect. Yeah, we know it's connected. When you run it, yes, it shows 10 items. Yes. Does it show 10 in the input section? Okay, wait, when we go to right chapter, does it show? There's 10 here, yeah. Wait, chapter number 1, 10 items, yeah. It's receiving all 10, but it's only processing one. That's what we already knew that. So on the settings tab, look for execute once and then or process items individually, and make sure execute once is off. Please let execute once be an actual thing, because sometimes it's off. No, it's off. It's off. Execute once is already off. So that's not it. OpenAI node version 1. Am I? Oh, well, that's what it gave me. This is the node that you gave me, Claude. Okay, so update the node. So delete the current right chapter node, add the new OpenAI node. Okay. If that's all the issue was, that's crazy. I don't want to lose that because, let me see. OpenAI. Is this really the main issue? Because it was working fine. Delete the current right chapter node. Add a new OpenAI node from the nodes panel. Let's see. AI. OpenAI. Which one? Version 2 or higher. It seems like it's guessing. Messenger model. This is the newer one. Okay. But then this one worked fine. So, you know. Message. Okay, I don't have to set that up again. Before I go and do that, can we just... Okay, that's cool. It's there. Can I just disconnect this guy? We just move you over. Okay, just delete those arms. You connect to that one. Okay. So now in Messenger model, what's this? Okay. In Messenger model, we need to go and set this up. Okay. Step 1, Messenger model, configure it for a mini. Same system as you had before. Credentials. Okay, so 4.1 mini. Interesting. No, it's not the same as I had before. Because, let me give it this. Because that's not the same layout. Oh, okay, it's just upside down. Okay, so we got system, add a message, user, expression. We're looking out for the variables. Yes, yes, okay. And output, content as JSON, keep off. Credentials, select your OpenAI account. Okay, that was already done. So that should... What's the problem with this? Let's just make sure this one is fine. Okay, that's not fine. Format chapter node, the issue is still referencing, okay. So replace the current code with this. After this fix, each chapter should be properly formatted. All right. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. From the top. This is promising. It's taking long, which could mean that it's writing all of the content, all the chapters. Let's hope it goes green. And that would mean that it's written all of them and not just the one. So fingers crossed. We're hopeful. Okay, this is taking some time. I was just about to pause it. Oh no, problem in node format chapter. But good news is it's done all the chapters. Well, let's see. Looks good. It definitely looks good. What's this? Chapter 4. Yeah. Chapter 5. Uploading your manuscript. This is looking good. The issue is here, but it's done that. So it wrote all of them. So now we're having issues with this. So I'm going to just copy this because this was working fine before. So looks like it has successfully generated all of the content. But the next step... Okay, I can execute this step. Okay, cool. Okay, and this one. It looks like the email is sending one chapter. So I'm not sure if the issue is here or compiling the book, because it's receiving 10. I think the issue might be here actually, because it says the word count. Is it the compile node? Here is the input. Yeah, format chapter shows one item, so it's only processing the one item. Fix the format chapter node, replace... Okay, wait. Check format chapter settings. Click on format chapter node. Execute once is off. We've done that already. Yeah. Execute once is off. Replace the format chapter code with this version that handles multiple. Now, am I hopeful? No. But we have to try. Now it's got 10 items here, so I think we've got chapter 2. Okay, that looks good. 10 items, 10 items. It's compiled. Did it compile it into one? Yes! Total words. 13,000. Not 20,000, but we're getting somewhere. So let's see this email. Let's see. Yes, that's much better. So here we go. Your AI generated book is complete. Guide to self-publishing your first novel on KDP. Total words, 13,356. 10 chapters. H1, H2. Of course, this would need so much. The prompting is going to have to be dialed in, and the editing is going to have to be on point if you're using something like this, but it works. Chapters, table of contents. It didn't name the chapters in the table of contents, but it named them here. So we're cracking on. Chapter 1, H2, H3, and the content. Yeah, we'd have to dial in this these prompts, but conclusion. Yeah. What I don't know is how much this the continuation. So does it feel like a brand new blog post with every chapter, or does it feel like it's continuing on? I think you'd only really know that if you sat down and read it or wrote like an actual novel, to see if there was any consistency. But then you would have to dial in the prompting and you'd have to do a lot more. But as a first go around, it's been almost 2 hours on this thing. As a complete beginner to n8n, firing it up, still in your trial period, going into Claude, coming up with your automation idea, going back and forth troubleshooting, you can definitely create something, or at least learn how to create your own automations that actually work. And if they don't work, just prepare to go back and forth and delete some nodes and try different nodes. But that's it, guys. I'm going to get some rest, and tomorrow I'm going to mess around with this and see what I can do.